Hey guys, welcome to the training on product management and fees. In this training, we're going to be covering your product category structures, how to create new products, maybe import and export products, and then we're going to cover a wide range of fees, including taxes, delivery fees, deposit fees, maybe minimum order fees, those kind of things. So the first thing we're going to do is go to product categories. You may have sent us your product import sheet where we would have imported all of your products and categories for you. So in this product categories view, you'll see two different category names. You may have another one for wholesale products. We'll just cover these two by default. So the category called featured products, this is where all of your categories would have been imported. Featured products is the base root category. So all of your other subcategories would be in this category. So in this category list, you'll see a few different category names. You may have subcategories of those categories as well. So if you click on produce boxes, we should see two subcategories. So you'll see fluctuating and then set box price. Inside of these categories, you'll see products as well. So if you click on the number in the products, you'll see the products that are associated with that category. So let's say we wanted to move these categories around. So the front end, they wanted to see maybe this product first and then fluctuating second. So we'll move these around. Just make sure to click the update button so that way it updates on the front end as well. So this is the new structure that your customers would see these boxes in. Let's say we wanted to customize all three of these products at one time. This just helps so that way you don't have to manually go into each product and update them individually. So if you check mark the box to the left of the product that you're customizing and then click modify selected, this will show us all three of the boxes that we're modifying up at the top. And you can do this with any product. It doesn't matter if it's a box product or a sub product, anything like that. So let's say we wanted to change the additional category that these products are displayed in. We're going to change this only to be available in featured products for the additional categories. Keep in mind that when you are building your products, you do want them to be in the lowest category possible. So like, let's say you have cheese, maybe your categories would be featured products and then dairy and then maybe a cheese, you could put it in that cheese category. So back to our modifying our products, we're going to put this into the additional category of featured products. So just check mark the box to the left. That tells the system what fields you're updating. And then the drop down tells the system what additional category these are going to be placed in. So then at the bottom, you're just going to want to click the save button. So now all three of these boxes have been updated at one time. So if we go back to product categories, you'll now see 20 products that are in featured. Let's say we wanted to organize these ones again. So let's say we want t-shirt up at the top, chocolate ice cream, and then fat-free milk. Just make sure to click update at the bottom. And then we're actually going to view this from the front end so you can see how this looks in the category structure. So to do that, you would just use the URL, but take out the admin at the end and then click store. So once you click store, this automatically defaults to featured products. And since we organized these, you'll now see t-shirt first, chocolate ice cream second, and fat-free milk third. So on this page, you'll see that t-shirt also has drop-down options available, as well as fat-free milk. I'm going to show you how to edit those, and those are in advanced product options. So if we go into t-shirt, and then up at the top, you'll see the show options. You're going to click advanced product options. And you can use this for flavors, sizes, anything like that. We do have inventory as well. You just want to make sure that your SKU is different for each option available. So you'll see small, medium, large, extra large. Maybe we wanted one for a toddler. And then just click save, put in the price, and then click save changes. Now, we're going to go back to the front end. refresh the screen. It may take a little bit for the system to update, so we can come back to that in a second. So let's say we wanted to add a new product. Just keep in mind that your options up here will not show until you click save on this product. So my new product name is going to be Hannah's Box. We're going to add in a short teaser. Hannah's Box filled with chocolates. And then the description would show if the customer clicked on that product for more information. And then the main category we want this in is going to be the lowest category possible. So maybe I want this in pantry items, but it's not necessarily in nuts because chocolate is not a nut. And then the price we're going to say is $15. And then at the bottom, we're just going to click save. So now that you've saved this product, you can go into show options and you'll see all of these options available. So if you wanted to add additional advanced product options, you could also add these here for like flavors. So some of them could be like caramel filled, things like that. The next page we're going to cover is the edit search products page. So this one by default will show products in alphabetical order, but you can also arrange them maybe to be in inventory order. So it'll show your inventory over on the left and then the stock as of the total on the right. There's also advanced options to search. So if you wanted to search maybe by SKU, you could do that here. There's just a bunch of different searching options on this page. Import products, we probably imported your products for you for the first time, but if you needed to re-import, a lot of times clients will do this if they wanted to update a lot of inventory at one time. You can do this from this page. If you click export products first, and then export your products for ready for import format, it'll give you all of the column names that are available on the import sheet. Maybe a little bit easier to manage your products that way. Covered product categories, extra fields. Usually this is only used for sub-product groups, but there's also some fields at the bottom of the product details page that you can use for like storage tips, recipes. You can also include a nutritional facts logo. So by default, there's a few options in the values section for your sub-product groups for boxes. Sometimes you can also, you may want to change these values. So some may be fruits, veggies, dairy, meats. So if you only wanted these values, you would just have to click update. And then these are the only values that would be available for those sub-product groups in your boxes. Warehouse locations, these are generally used for your route sheets, bag labels, those kind of things. I see this used in a couple of different ways. Sometimes it's based on the cooler location. Other times it's based on the heaviness of your items. So if you're packing a watermelon, you probably want to pack that before your cilantro so you don't squish that. So you would just put like heavy 1 and then light 5. So you may have different weights in here. So you just click those. Now they're added. So if you wanted to associate that with maybe a product, you would go back into your products page. So almonds, those are probably a lighter product. So if we go up to show options, we can go into warehouse location. And then right now it's assigned to the walk-in cooler. We're just going to change that to light 5. So now the warehouse location assigned to almonds is location 5. And this comes into play a little bit more in the routing and packing training. So we'll cover this a little bit there as well. Localness icons. These are the little images that show up on your product images. So let's say you had gluten-free as one of your images. I'm just going to search for a gluten-free image here just for testing purposes. So we'll just screen grab this one and we'll save this. So if we go back into the upload image option and then click the little disc with the plus sign, this is uploading files. We're just going to click select files to upload. We're going to grab that capture and then you can double click on the capture. So now this is the image associated with gluten-free. You're going to click submit changes. So now if we go back into that Hannah's product and then go into advanced options at the bottom, there's a drop down for localness icon. We're just going to select gluten-free here and then we're going to click save. So if we click on this, we're going to say right click on this URL. You'll now see a little icon with the gluten-free symbol. Let's go back to the featured products page. We'll see if the, there we go, the toddler option is now available. Sometimes the cache takes a little bit to update, so just keep that in mind. All right, so now that that localness icon is added, we will continue on with fees. So the first fee we're going to cover is taxes. So maybe you have a tax rate for all of your customers. We'll just cover like a full state. So we're going to go into taxing zones first. And there's already one for Colorado. I'm just going to add a new one for Michigan. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the United States over from unset into the set column. And then states, we're going to choose Michigan. And again, move that into the set column. If you have different cities that have different taxes, you can also add these here. You would just type them in. Over on the right, it has examples on these. If you add the percentage sign, it captures anything. Maybe you have a city that's often misspelled. You can put in the percentage sign and it captures anything after that percentage. Maybe there's a certain zip code that has different rates or a specific address. In this case, we're just using Michigan, the full state, and we're going to click Save Zone Details. So keep in mind that taxes are charged on our system depending on the customer's delivery address. You can also change that as well if you wanted that to be based on their billing address, but generally you want it to be based on the delivery address. So the next part of adding taxes is going to the taxing system. And this is to add in the specific rate. So we're going to click Add New. And we're just going to change this to Michigan sales tax 7%. And we're just going to copy that into the display name. This is the name that customers will see on their invoices. If you have a registration number, you can add this here. Usually we only see that for like Canadian registration numbers and things like that. Priority is usually always 0. This just means that this tax doesn't prioritize over another tax. Apply taxes to. In the dropdown, you're just going to choose discounted subtotal. This is just in case customers have coupons. You don't want to be charging taxes based on their total. And then this is where your rate depends on. Usually it's delivery addresses. And then click Save. So you'll generally get this pop up. Because there's nobody in the system right now, just click Yes. And then this is where you set your rate. So we're going to set this at 7%, change our zone to Michigan, and then also do the discounted subtotal over on the Apply Taxes To section. And then click Add. So this tax has been added. If you want this to apply to specific products, we would go into the product section. So let's say we're going to go back into product categories. We're just going to apply the tax to all of the products that are in featured. So check mark the box to the left, just letting the system know we're updating all of these products, and then modify selected. And then toward the bottom of the screen, you're going to click advanced options. And then there's a section for apply taxes. So you're going to check mark the box to the left, and then we're going to check mark Michigan tax. And then just make sure to click save. So now all of these products, they're going to be applying taxes when a customer adds those to their order. As long as their state shows Michigan, they will be receiving that tax for all of these products. The next option we're going to add is, let's say, fees. And then we're going to talk about delivery charges. Most of the time I see this for tiered delivery. The first thing you want to look at is, are you charging a flat rate based on routes, or is it just maybe tiered delivery based on the order amount totals? So right here, you'll see kind of our default tiered delivery fees that we normally see. If the order amount is above $0, the delivery charge is $5. If the order amount is above $25, there may be a little bit of a discount, so they get the delivery charge at $2.50. If the order amount is $50 or over, it is a delivery charge of 0, meaning free delivery. So this is kind of like a basic tiered delivery system. You can also check mark don't apply to delivery pickup locations. So maybe if your site has pickup locations and you don't want to charge a fee for customers who are picking up their orders, you can check mark this option so they don't receive delivery fees. So just add update. So now your tiered delivery charges are set up. The next thing we can cover is deposit charges. These would be normally in cases where you have like glass milk jars that you charge customers up front for, and then you refund them once they return that. So let's say we have one for maybe soda cans. The fee is 10 cents for each soda can that they order. And then we're gonna say default for new users. This just allows the system to be able to charge this fee. And then let's say we want to track them and show the outstanding number. So we're going to click, the system wants a 0 here. So we're going to click add. So now this has been saved. Let's go into a test customer's profile. So we'll go to HANA testing. So in here, you'll see this deposit section. Right now, these options are not checkmarked. This just means the system doesn't have the ability to checkmark these because the customer was already created prior to these having been added. So what we're going to do to fix that is we're going to go back into deposits. And then we're going to click on soda cans, and we're going to click this button, apply to all users. So now this has been applied. If we go back to HANA testing, we'll now see that soda cans is checkmarked. This just allows the system to be able to charge the 10 cents per can. Let's go into those test products again. Let's say that, this is just an example. Let's say that chocolate ice cream has that 10 cent can deposit fee. To charge that, you would go into this deposit section and then check mark soda cans. So now if a customer orders the chocolate ice cream, the soda can deposit will also be charged. So we'll go back into HANA testing. We're going to add that chocolate ice cream. So once we add the chocolate ice cream, you'll see that the price is $4. The delivery is $5 because the customer's order is under 25. the deposit fee is 10 cents because we marked the 10 cents for the deposit for this ice cream. So that's how those totals work out. The next fee to cover is registration fees. In most cases, I don't see a registration fee being applied, but you can apply like a registration fee when customers sign up. So you just add your fee here, or you can charge by membership levels, just a little bit of a different setup here. And then the last fee that we're going to cover is the minimum order totals. Not necessarily a fee, but maybe you want to specify that customers need to place an order of $10 or more in order for the system to be able to have them ordered from your store. So there's a couple options on this page. Don't delete orders that haven't met the minimum. This just means that the system will automatically delete those. If you check mark the middle one, delete orders not meeting the requirements near the cutoff time. Generally, this is the one that I see people check marking. So that way the system won't delete these every hour. They will delete them near the cutoff time. And then the last one is check against the discounted subtotal. This just means that if a customer adds a coupon and it falls below the $10, the system will check the discounted subtotal rather than the total. So we're gonna click update. So now maybe all of the orders in the system need to be above $10. If they aren't above the $10, the customers are going to get a warning on the front end, and then the system will automatically delete those orders near the cutoff time. And that's pretty much the ending of the product management and fees training. If you have any additional questions, just let us know. If you don't have any additional questions and you feel like you have this mastered, great job, and we look forward to meeting with you soon.